TPC! It's your old Uncle Butter. Here on the back porch with El Presidente, Sean the Billy Goat Ghost Cobb.
What's going on, everybody? Nice to see y'all today. Thought I'd hang out with my old boy here.
We're going to smoke on these Cavaliers. And what are we having? Stokabees Black Coffee.
Peter Stokabee's Black Coffee, gifted to me by Okie John.
Okie John.
Thank you, Brother John. Appreciate it.
So what's going on?
That's pretty good. Off the light.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. You hear the door. Maybe. We might get the assistant to come out.
We might get the presence of El Chippo.
Hello, El Chippo.
What's up, El Chippo?
El Chippo turned 3 the other day.
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Well, you saw my video about Miss Ellen.
Yeah, I'm in the loop with Mom.
I want to thank everybody for their kind words and support in that. I've been getting some nice messages.
Yeah, it's really kind of you guys.
I went in and I saw her today. And she was just coming back from the beauty salon.
Ooh.
So she had her hair did. She looked very nice. Hairstyle she never had before, but
No.
wouldn't that be funny? She was pretty happy. You can tell she's just not 100% there. What are you doing here, boy?
Right.
But they're taking good care of her. You know, she can't feed herself, so, you know, the lady was feeding her. Close the door, please, El Chippo. Thank you.
Yeah, she's been struggling.
She has been. She's where she needs to be, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. It's a
nice aromatic.
Yeah, nice. And I'll tell you what, I've been saying this.
Also using my Uncle Butter tamper. My Uncle Butter Forever tamper. American Express card. I don't leave home with that.
One tamper to rule them all.
That's correct.
I'm not careful, don't melt my butter here. We're going to go for round 2, it seems like. I didn't have this many toys when I was a kid, I'll tell you that right now.
No.
I had the Orchard. That was good.
I had Matchbox cars and a big wheel.
I had a big wheel. What was your big wheel?
Incredible Hawk.
Do you remember the 80s cartoon Mask? Mine was Mask. Lisa had one as well. And Dad accidentally backed over it in the driveway. She's not quite over it. I've contemplated getting her a big wheel for Christmas for a couple years now. I've really been able to enjoy aromatics much more than I've ever been able to.
Oh, with this, absolutely.
I mean, like I was saying in my other video, I mean, like I started out an aromatic smoker 19 years ago, and you know, I not got the chance to smoke any of my favorite aromatic, which is Boswell's Paradise, and that's as goopy as they get.
That is as goopy as she gets. And Boswell's aromatics don't all, none of them that I've had get goopy. And I've had quite a few, but I have not had Paradise yet. And I have to say, I have no interest in it. I am now definitely a Virginia guy, Vapor guy, and an Englishman.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
By the by,
my Salvinelli 320 unfinished
Yeah.
from Terry Pied Piper's on the way.
Oh, is it?
I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat because
Okay.
I'm happier than a raccoon in a cornfield. I tell you what, I'm ready. And he said it's a big wide bowl and it's pretty deep. So I think that's got English written all over it.
I think so.
So that and Big Papa will be my English pipes. Yep.
So I'm going to throw this out as a discussion point. I'm approaching 150 subscriptions. And an old Smokey Mo.
Don't subscribe him. He's horrible.
I
Bad
know.
channel.
I know. You know, Smokey Mo and I were talking about our giveaways a couple weeks ago. We're like, there's too many giveaways going on in December, so we were like, maybe we'll wait till January or February to do it. So I'm getting close. I'm getting the itch to do mine. But here's my idea.
Okay.
Here's my idea. I'm gonna get some prizes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you what the prizes are gonna be. I'm gonna wait till the video to tell you the prizes.
Okay.
But I'm going to make a delineation between people that have 150 subscribers or less, and people that have 150 subscribers or more. There's going to be actually two drawings. One for the older people, one not for the older
veterans.
people, the veterans, and one for the newbies. Because I've been watching a lot of the giveaways lately, and
Say it.
I want to make sure that everyone has a good chance at it. I want to make sure that a prize goes to somebody that has 150 subscriptions or less.
I like the idea.
And, you know, the prizes, I'm going to probably have one real good prize for the for the people over 150 subscriptions. But then I'm going to do, I have in mind what I'm going to do for the less than 150 subscriptions. I'm going to do 3 drawings. So 3 newbies and 1 veteran. What do you think of that idea?
I like it. What's going to be the question? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to make it a multiple question one or anything like that. I'm just going to ask one question. And it's not going to be what's your favorite blend or what's your favorite pipe. Those are all valid questions, but I think we've all had the opportunity to
We
answer
kind of
those
beat
questions.
that dog.
We have beat that dog a little bit, and it's fine if that's the question that people want to ask. I will answer that question. That's no problem. But I'm a big history buff, so I think it's going to have something to do with history.
Mm. Interesting.
You know, being around Gettysburg my whole life, or all but my whole life, you know, they always talk about the influence of, you know, one general or one townsperson or one, you know, person to make a difference in a situation. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably ask something in and around the lines and give you a little preview of the remix here, so you can start thinking about your answers. Probably something having to do with if there would be one person in history that went to the great beyond in an untimely way, that you could say, hey, boy, I'd really like to have them live longer, and who would it be and why? And then if somebody who lived longer that was not so good person, who would you cut
Kill
short?
off.
Who would you kill off, and who would you keep? Now I know it's a little macabre, but I'm afraid, because I don't want 100 responses that are, oh, if it was Hitler. You know, I don't want a whole bunch of Abraham Lincoln and Hitlers. You know,
Right.
there's a valid answers, but I just want to make sure people think about history and stuff. So
Be interesting to see. I would love to sit down today with MLK
would you?
and just ask him for guidance on how we can make the world a better place and stop all this nonsense of people pulling the race card in ridiculous spots. I get there's racism. There's racism on all different aspects and levels. But what I'm saying is like the people that are saying, oh, well, I'm, you know, this, and just to get a benefit or just to be the, you know, just so they could be the, you know, non-held accountable person.
Yeah.
I would like to stop all the nonsense in that manner. And it would be interesting just to see MLK's feed on, like, President Trump. Because, like, his wife speaks out very harshly. And I know, I'm sorry, I don't like politics, and you know I don't like politics. But like, she has spoken very highly of President Trump, very highly, and that kind of makes you wonder where her husband would stand.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I know.
But you see, bringing back my dad would be important for me because I was only 8.
Yeah.
I didn't have the experiences like you had with your daddy.
I know.
You know, so that would be
almost 24.
But then a part of me says, okay, well, that's obvious. I would say that. So let's go off that and go somewhere else.
I think you should do whatever your heart feels like. I mean, like if you want to sit there, Billy Goat, if you want to give 5 answers to the question, give 5 answers to the question. I don't give a crap.
Right.
You know, if you want to say I'd really talk down.
Imagine what the Pirates would have done if Clemente would have lived.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. You know, you can go sports, you can go politics, you can go any which direction. And Hitler's a valid answer too, because what if Operation Valkyrie would have been a success? The war would have ended years before it did. But then you start thinking about things like that. Okay, if the war would have ended, would we have been where we were at with the Soviets?
Here's one for
Would we have been in Vietnam? Would my dad got drafted? Would he have married his first girlfriend? Would I even be sitting here? You start moving pieces around the board like that.
What if they would have listened to my boy in Gettysburg?
Oh, Longstreet.
Where would we be
What
today?
happened if the Confederacy didn't accidentally shoot?
Where would we be today if they would listen to Longstreet?
Right, and where would we be today had, after one of the greatest military operations of all history, if General Jackson wouldn't have got shot?
Ooh. By his own man.
By his own men. And that was an accident, He was out riding the picket lines and he just, wrong place, wrong time, I think there was like 7 or 10 bullets shot at that time, and he caught like 7 of them, I mean, this is General Lee's right hand. Gettysburg would have gone completely differently. Gettysburg would have gone completely differently, Sean. There might be another country right down the road, or at least there might have been for a while. I mean, it's hard to say. But I like thinking about history. I mean, I know you were talking about...
What about President Kennedy? Think
Right.
about this. Kennedy didn't want us to be over Vietnam. Kennedy thought it was absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
And they kept pushing it, and government kept saying, but it's good for the economy. War's good for the economy. And it is, unfortunately. But in the same sense, with him being against it, and I'm not saying that this is what happened, but as you know, the vice president was on the opposite side of that fence.
Sure was. And there's a man who was one of the most important people in the Congress, and the next day, he's the vice president. Just to secure the South. Politics is a dirty business, brother. It's a damn dirty business.
Yes, it is. It is.
Did I ever tell you I was a political science major when I first went to college?
Yep.
And then that Eagle Scout card in my pocket started burning, and I was like, there's too much. I can't do this.
Right.
I just can't do it.
Right. I was thinking about the other day about doing a video on charities.
Okay. In what respect?
Respect of who do you give money to?
Yeah.
The ASPCA folks does not spend the money on the animals. I'm sorry to say it. And it pisses me off that they do the commercials with these dogs in these coops and chained up and stuff. And yes, it's abuse. I get it.
You're right. And they play on your emotions too.
Right. Yeah, the Sarah McLachlan
you sons
song.
of bitches, I'll take all the dogs. I'll save them all.
But here's the thing. They say it's inhumane to do that. But you go into your local ASPCA, and they got cats in cages that are no better than that.
Well,
I
rescued my cat from that situation. She was just in a little tiny cage.
So how is that more humane than where they were?
Well, then you talk about, when they put animals down, the organization, this is probably old information, but the last time I looked at the numbers, the people for the ethical treatment of animals, not people eating tasty animals, but PETA, they put down more animals than any other organization, but they do it humanely.
Right.
So what's humanely? I mean, well, our daytime friend from the Union Cigar Club, a guy I've known for 10 years. I mean, his dad and his mom and him and his brothers had kennels, and they had hunting dogs. My hunting dogs get old sometimes. You know what he would do? He would dig a hole. He would go down to the butcher. He would get a chuck steak. He'd put the dog in a hole. He'd let that dog eat on that steak, and then put a pumpkin ball through its dome. Like, no, Paul, it's my dog. I'll do it. How much more humane can you get than that? The dog doesn't feel anything.
I agree.
mean, if you want to put a religious connotation, denotation on it, God gives us dominion over the animals. Should we not then treat them respectfully? I mean, hunters, they harvest the deer. It's good for the population of the deer. It's good for the herd, to harvest deer.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then you talk about things like Kentucky Fried Chicken, which I think is delicious. What do you think about how they treat the chickens? Were you laughing at that or him? It is delicious, though. I love Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Folks, don't eat at KFC. It is not Uncle Butter approved.
No, it tastes delicious. But if you've got any kind of ethical persuasions that...
so go there, just don't think about how the chicken got there?
You just be like, oh, it's delicious. It's like the
a stork delivered it?
Yeah, a stork delivered the chicken to the KFC.
There you go.
I mean, if you can, it's like the Matrix, I know this steak, the Matrix is telling me this steak is juicy, delicious, but I know it's fake. Ignorance is bliss,
Yeah, remember that.
I don't know, man.
This black coffee is really good.
It is. I can't say enough how much I love this pipe. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Can I be honest with you for a second?
Well, I hope you're honest with me all the time.
Well, let me be particularly honest.
Jesus.
I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about this pipe.
You know how I felt about it at first. I was kind of like, what the hell are you giving me? Because it's not a nose warmer.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell is this thing? And I love it. It's fantastic, Mark. You knocked it out of the park. You really did. Any pipe that you make that you feel you want tested and approved, you just send it to Ghost Cobb and I will put my stamp of approval on it after I test it. Here, I'm offering my free services.
I'll tell you what.
Because I promise you this, folks. The Forever Tamper made by Uncle Butter, Ghost Cobb tested and Ghost Cobb approved.
One tamper to rule them all. See, that's the problem. You make a quality product like that, and it never wore out. Then what the hell are you supposed to do? Hey, there's no sense in throwing things around. Why you gotta run your mouth like that?
True story.
Unreal. Well, I can really say I'm really enjoying the YTPC and where it's going lately.
Oh, so many new people, man.
So many new people, so many wonderful people.
We got more new people coming out. I got a whole bunch of people lined up for Friday.
You're good for a long time, aren't you?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm good.
Like the candle?
I'm trying to get back to doing shout-outs throughout as well.
Well, give me a shout-out then. Do a shout-out then.
I'm going to do a shout-out.
Do a shout-out then.
El Chippo.
El Chippo?
Say hello. The camera. Say hi.
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 There you go.
Don't touch the button yet. We have a redo of that.
My shout-out today is Terry Pin Piper. Scott, thank you so much for having the contest. Great. It was great. I really appreciate it. I love being a part of stuff like that. To win is just
hi. You said hi.
To win is just the icing on the cake. I can't wait to receive the prize, which is a Salvinelli 320 unfinished. I love unfinished pipes because they darken as you go. I really, really enjoy that kind of stuff. I love my Burns pipe and I love my unfinished Salvinelli. I will love.
You pre-love yourself, Savinelli.
I pre-love.
Is it Salvinelli or Savinelli? I've always said Savinelli.
I don't know what the hell it is. It's a damn good pipe, apparently. That I do know.
Hey, Daddy.
Because any pipe that's approved by Matches 860...
Matches 860.
That is a pipe you need to have. Period. You don't have to trust me. Matches 860 says it all.
Well, that's a true story, for certain. Would you like me to do a shout out?
Sure.
Let's see. Should I shout out a veteran or shout out a newbie?
Do a vet.
Do a vet. Okay.
Do a newbie.
Do a newbie.
And then we'll do vets.
All right. Well, since, as you know, I won third place out of 3, first time I've ever won any kind of golf contest at all. I'm going to shout out Scoop with the Youth 13. I have a feeling that there's a meetup in our future. Hopefully, I know some of the young guns were maybe thinking about coming to do the Boston trip. Maybe we can get her down there. That'd be really cool. So, she really went above and beyond with her giveaway. She didn't have to do any of that, but she did it all. But.
Yeah, I missed it. I missed so many. Moving and the storage stuff, it just got to be so much. You know, being in pain because of all this damn cold weather that we've had. I missed Happy Go Luckies. I missed
I had Happy Go Lucky shot, and I just didn't get it uploaded. Can you believe that?
I believe it.
I was terrible. I feel horrible.
I had missed
and
those
he got
two.
such wonderful responses.
I missed Skook. Skook of the Wook or Took or what? Skooky or whatever. Skook with a uke.
Skook with a uke. Why? Because she plays a
ukulele,
and she plays it pretty efficiently, actually. Come on up here. Oh my gosh.
Veteran shout out.
Veteran shout out. All right, veteran shout out. What do you say a veteran is? Anyone over 100 subs?
Oh yeah, don't you know?
Oh yeah, don't you know?
200.
200?
200.
I'm going to shout out somebody we haven't heard from a while, but a gentleman that I had a lot of care and affection for and talked to a lot. We haven't seen him much about. I know he's still on the men. I'm going to shout out L.L. Haynes. That's who I'm going to shout out. Hell of a nice guy. You know.
He is a hell of a nice guy.
Hell of a nice guy, and he does put an occasional video out now when he feels like he has something to say.
Well,
But I know he's still watching, and I know you're gonna see this shout out and whatnot. But
oh, let's see, veterans. Over 100, over 200 subs.
is Crosby over 200 subs?
I think so. But here's mine. Cobbett of the Shire.
Hobbit of the Shire.
Mr. Stephen
Waters.
Stephen
Professor
Waters.
Emeritus.
I love you, brother. Thank you so much for all of your kind words. You always watch my stuff. You always leave such nice comments. You know, you and Carolyn are just so nice. You always take time to say stuff. We talk on Voxer, and I really, truly appreciate our conversations. So thank you very much, brother. That is my shout-out.
That is your shout out.
That is my veteran shout-out.
Okay. I'm going to shout out El Chippo because he was 3 yesterday.
El Chippo!
Chippo. El Chippo. Ah. Come on.
El Chippo turns 3 in the Mickey Mouse pajamas.
He's slumming it today. I don't think he even got out of his pajamas at all. And why the hell should he? He's a kid.
He's 3, why not?
You know for damn sure if you could sit around in your pajamas all day long, you would.
There are days where I'm too sore to put breeches on. I do sit around in my jammies all day.
Yeah.
Of course, I sleep in neck shorts and a t-shirt, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's good to have you over. I appreciate it.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Gotta get you out every once in a while, blow the stink off you.
Thanks for having me on your channel. I really appreciate it, brother. You know I love you, man. And it's always great to be a part of such a great community and to be able to talk to all those great people that are out there all over the United States.
Except for that damn
And
except
all
for
over
that
the
damn
country, for that
stand the
matter.
bag piper, except for that guy. We could
Well,
exclude
you know,
him completely.
yeah, we exclude him altogether. You know.
Well, say your catchphrase.
Until we can get together, pack a pipe, or smoke a good cigar, let all that you do be done out of love.
And while you're doing that, if you find situations in life that you can't help or fix, do your best not to hurt them if you can't help them. Go hit the red button. See the red button there? Go hit the red button.
Y'all take care and God bless.
Hit the red button.
Say bye.
Bye.